Hey, what's up, guys? It's Console, and the gameplay in the background is a ground war domination on Plaza. I went 78 and 8. I caught in 2 swarms and 2 dogs. I actually died off my VSAT 3 times. Once was a misplay on my part. Another time I got shot by RPG, and once was in the very beginning of the game. So I could have gotten 100 plus, but luck just wasn't on my side in this game. Anyway, something I want to talk about. I know there's a lot of people yesterday and a couple of days previously have been talking about the true skill matchmaking. If you don't know what this is, pretty much in Black Ops 2, David Vonderhaar tried to include something that it'll pretty much connect people of similar skill levels to you. So if you have a 1 KD and a 300 score per minute, that's going to try to connect you to people with 1 KD and 300 scores per minute. So for a lot of people, if you're a casual player, it may not be that big of a deal because you're connecting to people with similar skill levels. There's a lot more people who are like that. For me, it's completely different. I have a 2.6 KD and nearly a 400 score per minute. With only over 11,000 kills and however blah blah blah, like a million score. And for me, I connect to people who are extremely tryhards. I don't mean like the really good players where people are even running around having a good time. It's like a challenge. I mean like you're connecting to people who are constantly camping in corners, abusing stuff in the game. Like the shock charge, belts, and Betty combos. I think it's being abused. You're connecting to people that when you start dominating them, they just back out. They try to preserve their KDR, quote unquote, which isn't really that good in the first place. People don't play the objective, and another thing is, it seems like whenever casual players connect to my lobby, they're always on my team no matter what. I've played in, I don't know how, probably over like 300 or 400 games on this game, and every single game, whenever there's higher prestigious, they're always another team, and I get the casual players. And I'm like, I don't know if this is involved in the matchmaking. So since I'm like one of the better players in the game, they go on my team automatically, but I just have a problem with that. It gets really annoying trying to carry a full team of 8 while trying to do your own thing. And I've also noticed, I think there's a really big problem with the connection in this game as well. If it's constantly trying to connect you to people of similar skill levels, it takes me sometimes long times to find matches. And when I get into matches, I'm playing with people who don't even live close to me. Most of the Call of Duty games, I think they were region based. You'll try to connect to people who live in a region. For example, I would connect to people who live like New York, Virginia, because I live in Virginia, North Carolina, and Maryland, this main area around me. And if you live in California, you would connect to people who live over there, and also on that side of Canada. And now I'm connecting to everybody. Like I've connected people I've never connected to in any other Call of Duty. Like so far, YouTubers I've connected to in the past 3 days. I've joined Xjaw's lobby probably about 6 times. I've joined Too Smooth's lobby about 10 to 15 times. I've joined App Energized lobby a lot of times. I've even Weagle has connected to my lobby. He lives in the UK, so he was 3 to 2 barring the whole time. So it's understandable why he would probably leave that, but I don't understand that. Like, just because we're in similar skill levels, it seems like it kind of focuses more on the skill level and not as much as on the connection. That's my main problem with this. I don't like how connecting to a bunch of tryhards who just leave the game as soon as you start beasting on them. And I'm really hoping that I can actually get this video kind of out there. Maybe some YouTubers will probably look at the video, or I can get this to like David Vonderhaar or somebody like that. And since I'm trying to ask nicely if you can try to do something about it, I said a lot of other people out there just like cursing you out on Twitter and all that, even though it's kind of funny sometimes. I'm hoping that maybe this video will get recognized and they may be able to do something to change it. I will connect, like I'm connecting to lobbies with people. This is a very clear example. There's somebody on my friends list who has a 2.0 KD. They connected to my lobby. They live towards, somewhere in the middle of the UK and Russia, and I don't understand it. It seems like it's not really that fair at the same time. And another problem, this is why it's kind of flawed as well. I got onto my second account. I have like 2 or 3 accounts. I only play on my main account, which is iConsole. So I got on my second account, just to see what would happen if I started off as a level 1 playing this game. My very first game I connected to lower level people, you know, people like anything level 1 to level 55 for non-prestiged, maybe a couple first prestigers who weren't that great. And you know, I did pretty well in that game. My very first game I went 44 and 8, so I think I ended up with like a 5.5 KD. I think that's the right number. And the next game I connected to people who live like in the UK, people who live like in Canada, who all were first prestige level 55 and higher. The highest person in the party was probably like 6 prestige, and I was level 6 or 7, so I'm like, I don't have any guns, I don't have any perks to help me against this. So I think it's pretty flawed because I ended up with like a 2 KD by the time I was like level 10 to 15. And I can't get through any games. And it's just like, I think it's very flawed. So if any YouTubers watch this and you agree with what I'm trying to say, please thumbs up this video and or send it to David Vonderhaar if you're more recognized in the community. Maybe talk about this yourself, what hopefully get something changed, try to make it a more respectful approach. If you guys enjoyed the gameplay and or the commentary, please give it a thumbs up, it helps a lot, and make sure all of you have a great day.